You are now tuned into the sounds of
Big Nate Sports Talk.
It's on all the time, anytime.
You are now tuned in to Big Nate Sports Talk, the show that's on all the time, anytime. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for all content. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Nathan Snell. Bring your sport.
Cut it off! I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood. This, today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time. I'm not in the mood to play with anybody. I mean, damn it! I'm ticked off!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your host, Nathan Snell, Big Nate Sports Talk Podcast. Welcome. I hope each and every one of you had a great weekend. Hope you're all, the week is off to a good start. Happy Wednesday. This is episode 7, season 12, Big Nate Sports Talk Podcast. In this episode, we are painfully recapping the Baltimore Ravens losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Before we get into that, there's a few things I'd like to say up front. As you've paid attention, I've started to upload season 11 on Anchor via Spotify. I will hope to have the rest of those episodes up by tomorrow. There's some episodes also coming down the pipe. I'm trying to get them out this evening to you guys with Maryland football and ladies basketball. We play a Big Ten ranked opponent, Notre Dame. A couple other things that are helping as well. I'm going to push the 1.0 NFL mock draft. I'll push that back a little bit, and also the WNBA mock draft 1.0. Today they just announced the start of the season for the 2023 season. It just was announced today, but we will have those videos out as soon as possible. Also recapping the Washington Commanders beating having their win as well this weekend. I needed a couple days. I needed some time. I needed a couple days to reflect, look at film, and really see where things went wrong for the Baltimore Ravens. I have been on this team from the jump. I raved and said, "Oh, this team is going to win 12 games," and week by week, this team. It just really frustrates the hell out of me. There's a lot of things that bother me with this team, as I've stated numerous times, whether that's player personnel, whether it's coaching, whether it's philosophy. I was on a Twitter space today, and the same things that, yes, 40 games this year. I'm looking forward to that, even though I do have some questions about that. Shout out to Ben. I'm just not sure with how things went last season with the ladies in terms of travel, injuries. Not real. I have some concerns about that, but we'll save that for another video. But back to the Ravens. I really am. It's hard to make excuses for this team, and the Baltimore Ravens lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars 28-27.
What was that? What the hell was that? I'm sorry the H words and the D words aren't appropriate over the airways, but it's going to be today. I don't know how much more of this I can take. How in God's name?
Okay. Our offense in the red zone is straight doo-doo. I'm going to be honest with that. I don't know what it is. I mean, in the red zone, we are just not producing numbers. I mean, and also too with time management. I mean, we had a critical delay of game penalty in the red zone that made us settle for a short field goal. You know, it's getting to the point where relying on Justin Tucker to bail us out I'm really starting to think because you hear guys, whether it's in the presser, whether it's in after the game, we just got to execute. We just got to execute. And I'm kind of at a point where is it mental? Is it play calling? Is it play design? Because it's really, really puzzling how this team just struggles. I mean, where do I begin? I mean, like, defense gave us short field, and then we had to settle for the field goal. We scored 2 touchdowns with 5 trips into the end zone. Whether this is people like or not, that is not going to win you football games, particularly where we are the clutchest team in November and December and in January. As much as I love him, as much as I've come to his defense, Lamar Jackson was inconsistent. But I'm not going to give those others around him a pass. When you had 7 crucial drops, especially coming from your number 1 target, Mark Andrews, and then your others, Kenyon Drake, Deshaun Jackson, Devin Duvernay, Oscar Robinson, and then you're not utilizing certain guys in certain situations. Like Gus Edwards had 52 yards on 16 carries with a touchdown, but then he had the go-ahead, the crucial fumble for which Jacksonville took the lead. What's this here? It looks to me that the Ravens offense can't move the ball late in games, which allows your defense to get beat down the stretch. Now, yes, leads are blown on the defense, but the offense needs to close out games as well. Can't always rely on the defense. That is comment of the day. You get a start for that, Ben. Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth. I've really, really have preached that the others around your quarterback, this is for any NFL team, the others around your quarterback matters. And when you look at Kansas City, when you look at Buffalo, when you look at those teams, those guys have others that step up. Other than Mark Andrews, I mean, last week against Carolina, Demarcus Robinson. Now this past Sunday, Josh Oliver. Like, Deshaun Jackson had a couple good plays, but I did not expect the loss of Rashard Bateman, our offense, to look this bad. Like, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I mean, it is. I get it. We're thin on playmakers, and we know that's not going to change. I give guys who are stepping up, but you got to just. I mean, the easiest thing is to say he's got to play better. I like when you're 0-3, your first 3 red zone trips, guys are dropping the ball. I mean, I'm seeing the same mistakes over and over and over again. That's going to haunt this team. Let's just get it out the way. The Baltimore Ravens are a good team. They are not Super Bowl contenders.
I mean, this is some bad stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I just don't know. This is ridiculous. Oh, Lord.
And I thought also, too, what was also an eyesore was the defense. When it mattered, the defense let me down at the wrong time. And because, again, I get it. You're putting too much pressure on your defense to win the game. Yes, defense wins championships, but your offense didn't do you a much of the service. Now, you weren't facing a Tyreek Hill or a Michael Thomas, or you weren't facing anyone that puts fear in your body. We're going up against guys like Zay Jones, Marvin Jones, Christian Kirk. Disrespected those guys. But, I mean, you got Zay Jones. Look at the stats here. 11 catches for 145 yards. Oh, and had the game-winning 2-point conversion. You know, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Travis Etienne, who could have came back in the game, but you had James Hasty out there making us look like mediocre defense. I mean, regardless, because we're not out there. Kyle Hamilton's not out there. We looked lackadaisical. Justin Houston said it in the like, you've got to play for 60 minutes, not 3.5. Like, they're going to learn from these mistakes, but that was bad. Like, I mean, I don't really know what I can start in my head, because I want to get it off my chest. The time management, delay of games. There were also a lot of calls that were close in the first half. This has been a repeating pattern, and we're shooting ourselves in the foot. We're getting to the line of scrimmage so damn slow. By the time we get to the line of scrimmage, it's already like 5-6 seconds off the clock, and Lamar is, give me the ball. The points off turnovers. We coughed the ball up twice. We gave Jackson 14 points. I mean, and then I already touched on the 2-minute on the defense. Like, that 2-minute defense, for them, Jackson would go 75 yards and score with no touts in 2 minutes. Wow, the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, this falls on Greg Roman, Harbaugh, but collectively everybody. I can point to the things that Lamar did in this game wrong offensively. I can't keep blaming the quarterback. Can't keep doing that. Can't keep blaming. At some point, you've got to look to your coaches. And I am just fed up at this point, because it's something that's obviously not going to change. And this team proved it to be, because it's the little things that hurt. Now, on the positive note, on third down, we did convert 8 of 14. That's pretty good. I mean, of the 8 conversions, Lamar was using his legs. Also, too, whether it was Mark Andrews, others, fourth quarter scoring. I mean, we did score 12 points in the fourth quarter, but who those 12 points come from? Justin Tucker. I mean, the really only thing in the fourth quarter that really showed me was the 62-yard pass catch by Deshaun Jackson. That was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Other than that, I mean, this team is just we had this game in the bag. I mean, Jacksonville's offense was practically ineffective in the third quarter. They only netted 21 yards. They punted twice, and Trevor Lawrence fumbled. I thought Travis Etienne's injury played a factor, but when I think it's Jim Michael or James Hayes, I can't pronounce his name, he scored that touchdown. I was like, okay, momentum changer. And also, too, their defensive front was not that effective. Like, they started the game with 3 safeties, and they did not slow us down, which was, 108 yards, 51 of those. Did hold to 6 points. But, I mean, you can have 8 third down conversions. Doesn't matter. When it mattered, they won the game. So, I mean, I could sit here and rant about what the Baltimore Ravens need to do, but at the end of the day, this is disgusting. This loss, this stings, because I've seen this. I saw it last year. Baltimore plays good, and then down the stretch to lose 8-3 with the injuries, and then just watch the team just collapse. Because I'm already looking towards next year. This team, culture-wise, needs to be resetted. When I say culture, people think I'm saying, oh, just completely blow the team up. I think we have to get to a point where we need to redefine what Ravens football is. And what I'm seeing is not Ravens football. It's inconsistent from week to week. One week we're playing great, we look like a championship team. The next we're looking like a mediocre football team out there. Should have lost this game. This is shot to Sean Spencer. Sean Spencer, I gotta give him for his props. He picked the Jacksonville Jaguars in my video. We did a preview. He picked them to make some noise this year, and they're playing like it. The Ravens, I picked this team to win 12 games. I'm gonna give about 9-10 wins. And Cincinnati, I think they're starting to catch fire, because I don't know who's going to win the AFC North at this point, and I'm leaning towards Cincinnati painfully. But it is what it is. I mean, I again didn't have Ronnie Stanley. Those things make a difference, but it's next man up. Like, we shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be at this point where we call an NFL season, where I keep hearing we got to play better. I shouldn't hear that. I really should not hear that. But I don't know, and I'll be honest, I don't know what to expect against Denver. I don't. So let's transition to our last topic of the evening with final message.
Incoming message.
Thoughts are running through my mind, so I took some time to find a minute or two to organize.
Lamar Jackson has taken, I don't say some heat, but a there was a fan. I'm gonna keep it PG. A troll, I should say, on social media that made a response towards Lamar that I thought was looking to get a reaction. I mean, let's keep it real. The tweet, it was along the lines of someone saying, someone asking for $250 million guaranteed, use Lamar's name. Games like this should not come to Justin Tucker. And then he also, that fan added, let him walk and spend money on a well-rounded team. And Lamar obviously responded with what, in my opinion, I've been vocal on this, and I'm gonna continue. I've learned from the great Herm Edwards. Sometimes it's best not to press send. Was he wrong in his response? Yes. Was it inappropriate? Yes. Did it disrespect any one? I will say yes in this regard, because you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, people who are going to say things on social media to get attention and to get you riled up. Social media, I said, can be a blessing and it can be a curse. There's a better way to handle it. Now, I thought the Ravens insider, Jamison Hensley, who I think is a good beat writer for the Ravens, but I think at times creates false narratives. It creates stories just to toe the company line for ESPN. I think some of the things he's written has been, I think, too biased. Example, he talked about with Matthew Judon a couple years ago, and I made a video about that. It's already bad enough that Lamar has to deal with that kind of pressure of not having pen and paper, not having the agent. It's already tough. Should he have handled that differently? Yes. But again, people are going to say things on social media just to get a reaction. That guy got what he wanted. He got a reaction out of Lamar. But I will say this, and this is just how I feel. I've noticed that with Lamar, and maybe Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, any little microscopic thing, the media pays attention to it. This was Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. They're not getting articles like what Jamison Hensley wrote. It's not happening. Because I thought we made a little too much of a big deal about it. It should have been in-house and kept it moving. Like, he's frustrated. Team's frustrated. Again, I've made it very clear. Like, that game was not Lamar Jackson's fault. We shouldn't be relying on Justin Tucker to kick us. We should be praying for him to make a 67-yard field goal to win us that game. That is absolutely ridiculous. We should not be relying on Justin Tucker to bail us out of games like that. That falls on coaching, Greg Roman.
Thank you for tuning in to Big Nate Sports Talk. If you enjoyed that episode and you want to see more content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bring your sports game on Big Nate Sports Talk.
It's on all the time, anytime.
Thank you. And you help me retain my sanity. Thank you. I want to thank you. And I want to thank you. All I want to do is say thank you for everything you do.
Play better, period. And the great thing is, it's right in front of us. It's right here, and we can fix it. It's right here. It's there, and we can run away with this thing. Do it. We got to do it. You know. If we don't score, tough to win. And I'll answer these same questions. Am I perplexed? Yeah, I am. We got to do better. And we got the pen. Reggie tells me all the time, we got the pen. We get to write the script the rest of the way. No one else can get in our way if we go play our game. And that's what we got to do. But we got to, stop talking about it. We got to go.
This might be right. Either you feel it or you don't. Might give it a try, yeah. Our bodies collide.